Shalom, Yahweh Bashem Shai, Brakatha. I want to say all praises to, I want to say Kahala Yahweh Bashem Shai, Bahashim Rakal Kadash, Salak. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect pushing this word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. This is just a news update on the maxxcine. You can see here, it says FDA issues emergency use authorization for Pfizer BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine, which stands for EUA. Now it says the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has authorized Pfizer and BioNTech coronavirus vaccine for emergency use in the United States. The FDA announced on Friday that an EUA had been granted following the recommendations of its vaccine and related biological products advisory committee. On Thursday, 17 committee members voted yes to recommended that the FDA issue an EUA, which stands for emergency use authorization, for the vaccine. 4 voted no and 1 abstained from voting. So I'm just going to play the video. It's a 2-minute video, quick video, just to update on the news, let Akims and the sincere Akims and sincere Aquas that watch, let you know what's going on.
Advisory committee that just voted on this Pfizer vaccine. Dr. Ofer Levy, Dr. Paul Offit, and Dr. James Hildreth, they're all joining us right now. Dr. Levy, let me start with you. First of all, how did you vote, and tell us why?
Thank you, Wolf, and I'd just like to wish you a healthy Hanukkah holiday to you and all your viewers who mark that holiday. It's the Festival of Light.
So he's you could tell he's a fake Jew, so-called Jew, a Jewish man, Amalekite, right?
And we're hoping we now have light at the end of the tunnel. I voted yes based on the safety and efficacy data presented by the sponsor to FDA. We reviewed it carefully. FDA did an independent analysis. The safety largely indicated only, mild or moderate adverse events, typical ones after a vaccine, soreness in the arm, maybe some fever, etc. And the efficacy looked very, very good. And on that basis, I voted yes.
All right, Dr. James Hildreth is with us as well. He's a member of this advisory panel. Dr. Hildreth, how did you vote, and tell us why?
Well, if I voted yes to issue the EUA, I think the data was pretty compelling that the benefits greatly outweighed the risk. I wish there could have been slightly more enrollment of minorities in the trial, but I think the numbers were sufficient to make a decision. I also think that based on use of mRNA technology and other kinds of medical applications, I feel comfortable that the technology itself does not pose any real risk. So I just feel that we need this vaccine, and the risk outweigh the benefits outweigh the risks. So I voted yes.
Okay, what about Dr. Offit? How did you vote? And you tell us why, please.
So I voted yes because we know that this vaccine is highly effective for at least 3 months after you get your first dose, meaning 95% effective at protecting against COVID-19. We know that at least in tens of thousands of people followed for 2 months.
Slack, I don't know if you brothers picked up on the different spirits between the one Jake and this Edomite, based upon this maxxcine. You can tell this Edomite's like looking at the Jake like, what are you talking about, right? Let me go back real quick just to capture that.
So I voted yes because we
take this off. Slack.
The risk outweigh the benefits outweigh the risks, so I voted yes.
Okay, what about Dr. Offit? How did you vote?
He voted
and
yes.
You tell us why, please.
So I voted yes because we know that this vaccine
He
is
voted yes, but you could tell it almost seemed like he didn't want to. It was almost like something that he kind of just did, hence why I believe he said earlier in the video or his statement that he wished more members of the minority were on the committee to place a vote. So he's talking about Jake's people of his color, but they weren't, because you know how Esau rolls, right?
highly effective for at least 3 months after you get your first dose, but meaning 95% effective at protecting against COVID-19. We know that at least in tens of thousands of people followed for 2 months that it doesn't have any serious adverse events, so it doesn't have an uncommon serious adverse event. And the question is never when do you know everything, it's when do you know enough. And I think we know enough now to say that this appears to be our way out of this awful, awful mess. So that's why I voted yes.
Okay, so 2 scriptures come to my mind. I didn't think I was going to bring out any scriptures, to be honest. I thought I was just going to play this, but 2 scriptures come to my mind because this guy said that he thinks that we finally found a way out of this pandemic, and there is no way out, because it's not about the pandemic, really. It's just about the prophecies of the scriptures, right? And they're being played out, and they're being and the prophets are prophesying every single day, every week, following the news, seeing what's happening, and then correlating it with the scriptures and bringing it out. So really, this is about prophecy. It's not even about the pandemic. This is Apostle Tahar coined this year, the year of prophecy. So, anyways, let me get 2 scriptures, because he said that Edomite made a statement that, and he looked pretty happy that we might have found a way out of this pandemic. Which, listen, you can't escape it, and that's Esau's spirit, because really these Edomites are trying to escape their judgment. They think they can escape their judgment, right? You got the higher ups, the higher echelons of Esau trying to escape judgment by fighting against Yahushua, preparing themselves. Then the lower level Edomites who actually think they can escape judgment, just by this maxxcine, and all that, and all this maxxcine and everything that come with it, which is not true, because even though their numbers might go down when people take the maxxcine, it doesn't mean that things are going to go back to normal. Okay, there is no such thing as going back to normal. There will be a new normal, which that new normal is going to be horrific death and destruction. Okay, horrific death and destruction coming up in 2021, man. Because again, people don't understand. This is the Most High's movie, and at the end of the movie, man, the Israelites win. Okay, beginning with the elect, beginning with Yahushua, okay, and the elders, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, on down, to sincere brothers and sincere men pushing this word in truth and sincerity. We end up winning, Yahweh of the elect. And so, before that time comes, the scriptures say that things will get worse and worse. Worse and worse. So, hey, don't be fooled by, you Israelite men and women, don't be fooled by this vaccine. Don't be fooled by Esau's words as well. Because the scripture right here says it, 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. So, once this vaccine is pushed out, they just got authorization, an EUA, right, which means authorized emergency use authorization, and the FDA just gave America an EUA to push out this vaccine, right, and vaccinate every American civilian, and they're going to do that in the spirit of hope, See, we found an answer. We're going to get out of this pandemic type thing. So basically, whether they're promoting peace and safety. But what does the scripture say? For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. Because again, this is the Most High, Yahweh Bashim. This is Yahweh. This is Yahweh's movie, man. Okay? And you can't stop the prophecies from happening. So again, don't be fooled. You Israelite men and women that know the truth, do not be fooled by Esau's word, man. And Esau's devices. Don't be ignorant of his devices, and don't be fooled by his words. Because he has a lying tongue. The wicked are estranged from the womb. Let me get that real quick. Khan. Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. The wicked. Who's talking about the wicked? That's you so-called white people, man. Okay, and really, it goes back. It goes to you Edomites. Okay, so which your biblical nationality is Edom. Okay, beginning with the elites of this world, which is these many banking families. You know, the Bilderbergs, Rockefellers, right? And the Doombox, slack if I mispronounced that word. But you got many banking families out there that rule the world, and these guys are Edomites. Their biblical nationality is Edom, and they are the wicked. They're the reason why this kingdom is in the chaos and that it is in. Okay, and it says the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born. Why? It's because the Most High made them that way. Okay, Yahweh made Esau to be wicked. Okay, in perfection. He made him perfectly wicked. So you can't trust these Edomites, man. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Right? And that's why in 1 Thessalonians 5:3, for when they shall say peace and safety, which is a lie, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So it doesn't matter how well this vaccine, so-called vaccine, it doesn't matter how well this maxxcine works, whether it's 95% effective or 99% effective. It's not more effective than the truth. Okay, it's not more effective than the words and the prophecies that come out of this book, that come out of the Holy Bible. Right? Let me get another scripture that comes to mind. That's right. This is 2 Corinthians 13:8. For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. That includes every single living soul on this planet, man. There's nothing we can do against the truth, man. Because this is Yahweh's movie. Again, he's the master chess player, man. He's making all the moves. Okay? And so it doesn't matter. Everything Esau is doing, they think they're doing it against Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and against the prophecies and against the scriptures. But what does the scripture say here? 2 Corinthians 13:8. For we can do nothing against the truth. Why? Because the Most High is in control. The Most High is in control. You can't do nothing against the truth. Everything you do is for the truth. All the wickedness Esau did was actually for the truth. Why? Why do I say that? Well, because then he was able to be judged by the truth as well, right? It's to also magnify Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, his name, right? To teach Israel a lesson as well, because Esau was set up as a whooping stick and these other nations. So there's many reasons here, but all these factors are in the hands of Yahweh, okay? And Yahweh has the control. So for we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. So it doesn't matter how effective this maxxcine is, man. People are still gonna get sick, and people are still gonna die, and Marshall and Jacob's trouble is still coming, okay? The RFID chip is still the mark of the beast, okay? Yahweh is still coming with the chariots. ICBM missiles are still going to destroy America. This beast system is still going to come down. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happens, man. Okay? So, let me get one last scripture. I'm just get this scripture real quick. This is Ezekiel 33:6. But if the watchmen see the sword come, who are the watchmen? The watchmen are watchmen of Israel. Okay, and on top of that, the watchmen are the prophets, the elect. Okay, the elect of Israel, and they're set up to, again, like I said earlier, watch the news. Keep an eye out on what's going on, all right? Correlate it with the scriptures and bring it out, whether through video or us being out there on the highways and byways. But if the watchmen see the sword come, which we do, and we warn wholeheartedly, right? Because as the scripture saith, through the terror of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, roughly paraphrasing, we persuade men, right? So, but if the watchmen see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, which means basically not blowing the trumpet, what does that mean? That's you have men who know this truth, okay, who know the truth and don't speak it. They're not out there. They're not going out there in the highways and byways. They're taking breaks, not making videos. And if they make videos and if they go out there, they lie, right? They don't tell the whole truth. They don't break down the scriptures correctly. They speak their own opinion in their own mind. They insert their own opinion in their own mind in the scriptures, which is against the scriptures, man. In Revelation 22, it tells you what shall happen to anybody who will take away from the book and add to the book, all right? It says, but if the watchmen see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. So all you Israelite men, okay, out there, okay, that know the truth and are not speaking it, well, guess what? The scriptures say it right here, that the blood of the many Israelites that shall die are going to be on your hands, all right? Because beginning with the apostles, okay, and the elders of Great Millstone on down to us sincere brothers, sincere men pushing this truth, we spoken the truth, man, and we continue to speak the truth until the Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai tells us to stop, which would be famine of the word. Because here at Great Millstone, we have 100% truth, right? And it says, and we're the true watchmen of Israel. And it says, from among them, then, I'm going to read that again, Salak. I'm going to read the whole verse one more time. Ezekiel 33:6. But if the watchmen see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but the blood will I require at the watchman's hand, man. So anyways, that was it. Just wanted to make it a quick video. That was a report here, just on the news. So with that, I'm going to close. I'm going to say, Kah Halal Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakal Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect, pushing this word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy to the sincere akhwat that listen. Okay, I want to say abad babal, which is to say salak. If I'm not mistaken, abad babal, which means Babylon. Salak. I forgot the meaning. It just left my head, but I know it's destruction to Babylon or death to Babylon, something like that. I'll get it. I'll put it in the description. Salak for that. But I'm gonna say Ababa Bal, Kwam Yashar Allah, which means Israel rise, and Shalom.